I don't know what you think about this. Since Waec make this announcement that if you are not up to 18 years, you cannot write Waec, that you must be 18 years. And a lot of people are saying, okay, it's okay. Some are saying it's not okay. And some people are of the opinion that if these people can be allowed, if under 18 can be allowed to be married, then why are you not saying that people who are under 18 cannot write WAEC and under 18 are allowed into marriage? What a country! What a country! Yes. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Union of Teachers have rejected this call by the WAEC, condemning government decision to ban under 18 students from WAEC NECO exams. Yes. Yeah. It will be recalled that the Minister of Education, Professor Taha Maman, announced on Monday that the Nigerian government had instituted a new age policy for secondary school leaving examination, setting the minimum age at 18. Nigerian teachers under the aegis of the Nigerian Union of Teachers have condemned the federal government's decision to ban under 18 candidates from writing for the West African Senior Certificate Examination and National Examination Council. It will be recalled that the Minister of Education, Professor Taha Maman, announced on Monday that the Nigerian government had instituted a new age policy for the secondary school leaving examination, setting the minimum age at 18. He had said the directive also affected the West African Examinations Council, which administers the WASC, and the National Examinations Council responsible for the SSCE. It was also revealed that to undertake the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination overseen by the Joint Administration or Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, a candidate will have to be 18 years of age. However, the Secretary General NUT Dr. Mike Ene, in an interview with Punch, said that changes in society like early enrollments in creches due to economic pressure made it unrealistic to restrict learning based on age. The only way the policy could work is if it's implemented from the foundation. By that, I mean starting at the primary school level. In the past, before a child was allowed to start school, they had to pass a basic test like reaching their hand over their head to touch the opposite ear. If they could, they were sent back. If they couldn't, they were sent back home. However, things have changed nowadays due to economic pressures. Parents enroll their children in creches early, which means both parents have to work. Teachers at this creches begin to educate the children and they start learning quickly. You can't even stop them from learning because the brain is structured to keep developing. Once learning stops, the brain stagnated. He referred to the policy as poorly conceived. You also have to consider exceptional students. Some students are 16 years old in SS3. Is the minister taking these scenarios into account? What are these students supposed to do? Wait 2 more years? I see this as a policy that could lead numerous legal challenges. The government needs to rethink this thoroughly. It is poorly conceived, he noted. Star reporters earlier reported that the education minister argued that it takes up to 18 years for a child to be ready for a tertiary institution admission. It is 18 years. During our meeting with JAMB in July, we agreed to allow this year as a grace period for parents. This means that JAMB will admit students below 18 years old this year, but starting next year, the age requirement of 18 will be strictly enforced for university admissions in Nigeria. Mama also pointed that this policy aligns with the typical educational trajectory. He noted if you calculate the standard duration for a child's education from early child care during primary school, junior secondary school, and senior secondary school, you will find that students typically reach 17 and a half years old by the time they are ready for university admission. Okay, so this is their own argument, but NUT say no, it is not true, it is not this, it's not my question is that why they rush in the first place? Mm-hmm. Why the rush? Why the rush? Why the rush? Some people will tell you that say these are not our problems. And to me, everything that we have neglected are our problems. If each of the departments, if they are doing the right thing, we have a we think that some departments or parasata are more important than others, but all of them are equal. So that's why you have a different ministers. That's a number of ministers that you have. You have governors, you have this, you have that, so that the work will not be over. The people in that department will not be overwhelmed, and the work will not be too much. So everybody is doing his own, so it has nothing to do for the fact that this education or whatever is being talked about. That does not take away the fact that the economy will not be discussed. The economy, it doesn't mean that the economy has to be put on hold. It doesn't mean that the security must be put on hold. Everything should be going on simultaneously, but some people do not agree to this. But they have taken their decision, they have taken their decisions. Everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. Federal government took a decision worth calling for a stakeholder meeting. That is totally wrong. Federal government should have called for a stakeholder meeting, and both of them will look at the disadvantages and advantages before taking a decision. That is somebody's opinion there. It is actually a very welcome development. I support this one from Jagaban and Team Kudos. Must this man spoil everything in Nigeria for under 1 year? The minister and the majority of them that made the law, their children are not schooling in Nigeria. Of course, it's a choice, and many rich people will take their children to overseas for further education. It will now turn to loss of jobs for teachers here. The government should think very well and reverse it, because the negative effects will be on economy. If they intend to do this, they should start from primary school, yes, so that everything will align. So guys, let's say your opinion and have a take on this.